Andrew Tate. Here we go. We're gonna listen to his podcast right now, so yeah.
So I have my fire blood, along with one of the greatest minds on the planet, which means I don't have to be volatile. I'm volatile when I decide to be volatile. I'm volatile when it comes to...
Here we go. Now we start. Oh my god, it's an ad, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second ever official emergency meeting live. Any unnecessary effort for you to sit here and make me look stupid. Do a poll if you should have to wear a suit in every episode. Yeah, but you have to wear a suit. No polls yet. Do a poll for my suit. Okay. Because you know what they're going to say. You're going to say, yeah, Tristan hasn't put in any effort. No. Episode 2, Tristan's not even trying. Look how I put movement. Look at this. Watch. The camera very subtly moves. You see that? All day long, I had to teach this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say ho. Lady, how to... We got big titty, big booty cutie standing there right now with a camera. She's deathly afraid to make any noise. Because everyone said, you can buy this slider, you can buy some equipment. I said, listen, I got equipment called females. She stands there now. She's gorgeous. And she's just like, afraid. Moving it all steady. So that was me. So you're saying for the next 2 hours, and I'm not going to call you a liar on our podcast, you're saying for the next 2 hours, this camera is going to perfectly move left and right at this exact same steady pace, and it's a woman's head. That's your claim to these people. Correct. I have my females are on lock, under control. So I'm like, this is a camera operator now. If this were real, then this camera would be dropped at some point, you know that. If she gets upset and doesn't do her job, I can switch it to steady, like pow. It's on the producer. But if she continues to do her job, I have a little bit of ocean in the ocean. I wish I could show you people what I'm looking at right now. Look at that chick! I'm looking at that camera moving left and right, and I'm not calling you a liar. But I'm saying, doesn't look like any woman I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of women. Why does everyone want me to wear a suit? If you don't wear a suit, I'm going to fire you. You're not going to fire me. I'm going to fire you. How are you going to fire me? Fire. I'm the producer, bro. You're going to get fired from my show. How do I not look like Dalston? That's why I wear this. Listen, you're walking down the street, right? Imagine this. Everyone watching at home, you're walking down the street. You see me wearing this, and I come up to you. You're gonna be like, he might know Yoga Fire. Listen, he knows the secrets of the universe. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna meditate, and then I will destroy you. I know the line. Exactly. This is what's gonna happen. They know that. Yeah. Now you're gonna say, I bring the heat, G. Now you're gonna say, my flame is just an illusion. Yoga Fire. It burns you because you believe it to be real. Yoga Fire. You learned all the Dalston lines from Street Fighter. Yoga Fire. He learned the lines from me. This is not what we're supposed to be talking about on today's podcast. I've written down a list of very interesting and important news stories that I thought we were going to cover. He learned the lines. I thought. To make you feel better, I'm going to use some Instagram. I know you're all upset. So here you go. I have Instagram for you. As the producer. Tristan, where's your suit? Fresh Fit, 820. Is that the voice? Is that the official, or is it not? Either way, you need to put a suit on. I don't need to put a suit on. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Fit. Let me just tell you, man, I took some podcasts the other day. Someone tried to slide in some question on the sly. I didn't know he was an enemy of yours. I wouldn't have done the podcast, G. But I told everyone that you were the real deal live on air. Because I know those are the facts. We're getting a lot of super chats here. I should probably reply to some of these. Yeah, okay, alright. Let's reply to some of these super chats. Before we get started on the important news of this week. Guys react to beta Danny Gonzalez roasting. There's nothing to react to. And someone said, oh, this guy, doesn't like Andrew. And I opened the video and I looked at the guy's face and I thought, yeah, doesn't like Andrew. And I immediately exited. I mean, of course he doesn't. Normal. Of course he doesn't like me. Zebras hate lions. Life has reacted to him. I don't need to react. Life has reacted. Look at his existence. Look at who he is as an individual. Would you want to be him? This is what he doesn't understand. The reason I don't need to react to him is because life's already reacted. Don't make this too much of a reaction. I'm just going to say something, right? You're a spirit. You're in the sky. Yoga Fire. And God says to you, you're about to inherit one of two bodies. Danny Gonzalez and be in his body and live his life. Or TOPG. Who are you going to choose? I mean, you're going to choose TOPG. Who
Well, I'll tell you.
It
Because,
used to be Top G.
well, every time I see anybody who's into video games, they all look like Danny Gonzalez, by the way. They never look like me and you. When they create their video game character, they don't create slightly witty, but tiny and worm-like and easy to crush. No one does that. They all want to be the big, bad, strong character with all the equipment and all the fans and all the... I mean, so when you look at these dude video game characters, it really speaks to who they really are.
They want to be me.
Yeah.
They build a character that looks like me, like Sagan.
Yeah.
Or Dowsett. When I see him on the street, he knows. Listen, I got one thing for Danny Gonzalez. One thing to show him. Top G.
So yeah, I
fly ice cold, no mistake. So that's my reaction to him. Life's already reacted to him. No one wants to be him.
Yeah, I saw his face. He looks like one of our old webcam customers back from the webcam studio days. So, I mean, naturally he doesn't like us. Of course he's not going to like you. Of course he's not going to like me. Nobody who looks like that is going to like us. And I wish...
Hold on, guys.
him the best of luck in improving himself. And hopefully, if he ever does, he can reach out. And I'll help him in any way I can.
Yeah, so
I'm a charitable
that's
guy.
him. But while we're on reactions, maybe I should react to more plates, more dates, because I have absolutely nothing against this guy. I'm not trying to start internet beef. I don't really do internet beef. I do real beef.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to start internet beef. I have actually nothing against the guy. He has good information. We've never really spoken properly. I DMs.
I spoke to him before. He's a friend of a friend.
Yeah, cool. So he's a good guy. And he obviously is very intelligent. He knows what he's talking about because he made a 25-minute video on me. And I watched it, and I didn't have a clue what he was talking about.
Zero.
He's sitting there saying, if you're hyperglobin and you're superlobin, superlobin, ballsack, superlobin, blooperlobin, I'm just sitting there like, bruv, I don't know what you're talking about. Because what happens is, people who take steroids know about blood work and steroids. But people like me who have never taken gear in our lives, I don't have a clue what any of this stuff is.
Zero.
I put my blood test up to prove I'm not on steroids.
Because you know you're not on
They're
steroids.
not
You don't know what it means, but you just know that it
I just know it somehow it proves, because I put it on Twitter before and someone said, we can see your total testosterone is average, but your free testosterone is very, very high. And if you were injecting testosterone, your total testosterone wouldn't be average levels. So that means that you have fairly normal testosterone levels overall, but because you live in a hyper-competitive environment, because you have an iron mind, because you are a master of Udon,
They didn't say that.
They said that.
You're embellishing.
Yoga fire. That you use your mind to force your body to free up more testosterone for combat. That's what they said, word for word. And I said, yeah, that proves I'm on steroids. So I put it up, right? Because people are saying, Tate, you're on steroids. And I have nothing against steroids, but I'm blessed. You understand? God has blessed me as one of his favorites. So I like to tell people the truth. I'm not a liar. Everyone who watches knows me that my word is my bond. I don't lie. Why would I come along and start talking about steroids if I was on steroids? I don't lie. I have never taken an...
What happened?
Me as one of his favorites. So I like to tell people the truth. I'm not a liar. Everyone who watches knows me that my word is my bond. I don't lie. Why would I come along and start talking about steroids if I was on steroids? I don't lie. I have never taken an injection in my entire life. Not during my fight career, not now.
They come in pill form as well. You never take
Pill injection. I'm not taking none of it. I don't know how it works. I just know that I don't need it because I am Top G. Everyone saw the thing. So when he's on there saying you're hyperglobin, you're gluperglobin, maybe you're globin and globin and globin, I just want to say something a bit more plates, more things. Listen, I have nothing against you. I appreciate the video.
Yeah.
I understand that you're an expert in the field. I am not. But I'm certainly an expert in my own life. And I'm telling you, I ain't taking nothing. Now, if anybody doubts me, if you want to doubt the Top G, I will offer here right now, we're going to do a $50,000 bet. We'll put the money in escrow in Bitcoin, $50,000 each. And I will do any test you name with any doctor, USDC, USDA, the best doctor that tests my hemoglobin, see the size of my ball sack. We'll do it all. Because you're going to find out that I ain't taking nothing. I don't need to. I'm one of God's favorites. So when he's sitting there going, it's very unusual for a 35-year-old man who just drives supercars and drinks scotch to look like that, he needs to understand something. You're talking about mortals. I am Dalsim. You can't talk about hemoglobin.
This wasn't. We didn't script this.
You
But
can't talk about hemoglobin to me.
Is that a word you made up?
Yes.
Nice. I like
I
it.
said it here. I'm 35, I train at home, I smoke, I drink, I love junk food. Now people assume I'm on steroids. It's literally amazing how being God's favorite confuses normies. I'm sorry you dorks need injections and meal plans and powders and to give up donuts. I don't. I don't have to do that. I am your superior. Pow! You don't know about me. You don't know about me. Now, I do train. I'm not gonna lie, I do train every morning. Every morning I train. But I train at home. I'm certainly not going to some gym and giving up my life. I'm certainly not one of them gym bros who only trains and does nothing else. I'm certainly not. You know what I'm not doing? Cutting up broccoli and putting it in little boxes. If I make enough little boxes, I can get some biceps.
There are literally gay porn movies less gay than meal prep YouTube videos.
Gay.
Super gay.
Hey, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then so, as part of his breakdown, he also said something which is quite interesting. He was talking about how, because of my elevated levels of free testosterone, and anyone at home wondering how I do it, the actual truth is I live with my brother, I live with my cousin, I live in a very competitive environment. I grew up being a professional fighter in a very competitive environment. I'm competing now with billionaires because I aim to be a billionaire before the age of 40. I live in a very competitive lifestyle. Plus, I got enemies. I'm Tinder swindling.
I'll stay on edge.
I'm on the edge. There's people after me. My trigger finger's twitchy. And when you live like that, when you live on the edge and you're constantly looking around you, it's hard to let your testosterone levels drop because your mind is at war. My mind is at war. So of course he doesn't understand how my free levels can be so high because he's in an air-conditioned house. He ain't got no enemies. He ain't having three. Bro, I don't get to 20 bitches a week. I need it. Your body's only gonna produce what you need. He ain't out here pimping. Like of course my body gives me what I require. Lifestyle why my free test is so high. So anyway, he made a point which is quite interesting. I'm gonna play it for you all. Now once again, this is not a dig at the guy. The guy,
It's a good point.
he clearly knows exactly what he's talking about. He said hemoglobin like 5 times. So he's smart. I don't know about none of this.
He knows blood.
Yeah, I don't know this shit. The only blood I was interested in is the blood I put on my enemy's face. Watch this.
Acromegaly, too much growth hormone in adults. I guess this is possible, you know? Like, he's not like a fucking giant necessarily, but I mean, maybe checking IGF-1 levels. If you have significantly elevated IGF-1, this could be indirectly causing it. Although it would be odd, you know, for a natural to have this. But that's why these are like the weirdest, like worst case scenarios. But they would explain it if you want to get further, more elaborate testing to dial it in. Because again, even if you have high free T, like that's great and all for like, you know, psychoactive effects, being a bit more aggressive, performance-based outcomes a little bit, but there's a point whereby you become a bit more volatile. It's harder to have emotional stability. You react a bit more, I don't know, in a more volatile manner literally, where you are a lot less able to process situations effectively.
Did you just call me volatile? You just call me volatile.
He just called you volatile.
You just call me fucking volatile.
Whoa, whoa.
Don't call me volatile! I ain't volatile!
Calm down. You said you were going to do this.
Listen. Listen, let me tell you something. I agree with it. When you have fire blood, like me, and that's what's required to do yoga, fire. Yeah, you're volatile, but I have something that he has not encountered. I have something he's not even managed to fathom in his mind. He's known me for a while, and I know the guy. It's not a dig. But he's not looked at me deep enough to understand something. The difference between me and everyone else's fire blood is I am also
accusing us of taking certain drugs when we don't.
Wait, I ain't done.
What do you mean you ain't done?
So, more plates, more dates. Thank you for the breakdown. So I'm gonna do another blood test, because I don't understand this stuff. I've asked for another one.
We got one tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, another one. Because my age was wrong in the last one. The reason my age was wrong,
They fucked it up.
they didn't even ask my age. They just came and took my blood, and then they just put in a random age. It's Romania, G. What do you expect? So we're gonna do another one. We're gonna film it live, put on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It's all gonna come off the same stuff, because lifestyle. That's the only reason I can say I'm one of God's favorites. I've got an iron mind. I'm a genius. I got fire blood. I got it all. Don't worry about me being volatile. I'm a bad boy. If you want to watch the video, you should watch it. It's on the More Plays More Days channel. Guy's a good guy, knows exactly what he's talking about. If after I put that up, he cannot conclusively state Andrew Tate, he is not on steroids. He's a genetic freak. One of God's favorites. He's still sitting there going, I don't know. Hebrew Globin. Then what we'll do is put 50 G's each in an escrow, and I'll come to wherever he is, and I'll do any test he wants, and I'll pass it, because I'm that guy. So if you want the smoke, you got fire. I don't lie. Don't ever anyone accuse me of lying. I ain't on steroids. I don't need them. No, we're not stopping yet. I wake up every morning. I wake up.
I'm easy, man. I'm chilling.
I wake up.
You can talk. It's easy for me.
Push this bitch. Push that bitch. Because when you sleep between two girls, it's really hot. Got the window open. It's stupid hot.
And you can't move the blanket from side to side.
Because
you're in the
they're
middle.
like, there you go, I'm getting cold. It's like, shut up.
Shit.
Get your sleep. You're going to do the camera later. Move her, move her. And then, I go to the gym. Now, I train every morning for about an hour and a half.
Don't tell them our training regime.
I'm not going to. While I check my phone, have my coffee, in between sets, do my things. Boom, boom, boom. Hour and a half. That's it. That's all it takes when you're the top G. I don't have to give up my life. I ain't one of them dudes in the gym. Yeah, man, I'm pro, but, you know, I almost became a bodybuilder once. And while we're on the subject, I want to state here and now, that's what makes me such a fantastic individual, because I don't have to give up my entire life to be successful in one particular field. Most dudes, to look like me, have to give up their entire life to look like me. I can do it as a hobby on the side, which means it gives me plenty of time to do all these other things. That's why I'm going to be a millionaire. So I got all these cars, that's why I got this compound, so I got an army, 20 armed guys outside my house.
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second. Congrats on getting monetized. Thank you, DT. Nicola Elez, just super chatted for no reason. MW, Top G and Top T, boss tings. Obviously an up-and-coming boss yourself. Thank you, MW, for the super chats. Exonaut Rio, I'm going to debunk it. Shit. Emmanuel G says Pharaoh Tate. Jesus, we're getting some super chats today. I'm going to call him out. I'm going to interrupt your rant.
No, we
these people are trying
we need to talk more about how he said I'm on steroids and I ain't. I'm not on steroids. I'm stating this now. If I'm lying and I get proof I'm lying, look how stupid I'm going to look. Let's do the test. 50 G's. 50 G's. To me, I've only got 50 grand in my bro pocket. Ain't nothing to a boss. Let's go. I ain't lying. So just keep that in mind. When you look at my physique, what you need to do, I am designed. Let me tell you why God put me on the planet. I've been put on the planet for a very specific reason. And I've been put on the planet to humble you. Because all of you people watching this, you will not reach your potential as a man unless you are extremely introspective. You must look in the mirror, and you must compare yourself to Tate, and you must understand that you fail in every metric. You are poor, you are weak, you are stupid, you are ugly, and you are short. You are none of the things I am. And God put me on this planet specifically to remind you of how much you are failing. You are failing the experience of man because I exist. And only when you accept that, and accept your place below me, with deep introspection, can you find the inner secrets of Wudan. And then you are prepared to learn. Then you are an empty vessel in which I can entrust my knowledge. Before that point, you're walking around the world going, well, I have an opinion. Well, yeah, Tate thinks this, but I think... Nobody cares what you think. You're poor and stupid and weak and small. I don't care. Humble yourselves. That's why I exist. I exist as a beacon of light in a dark world. That is why I am here. That's the whole purpose of my existence.
True.
So why are you
True.
pretending?
True.
Should I take her back? And the second she texts you, Miss who are you lying to?
Yeah.
You just sent me $2 Canadian from the free nation of Canada. That's all you got? $2? You wonder why she left you? Crowd. Don't come to me lying, pretending you got choices. You ain't got no choices.
That is true.
We took them all.
Yeah.
She's moving the camera now.
If you
This is your ex. Your girl is moving my camera.
and if you
a smile and everything I say. You got some soft lips and some pearly white.
After transgender.